Wait, what is this? Hold on a second now. What are we looking at? Hold on. Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. It is your boy Mazir here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. And guys, today we have sneak peek number 2. On today's sneak peek, guys, we are going to be getting the new defense in Town Hall 15, which is the monolithic. Man, just look at that. You saw the intro. What on earth? How, bro? This is so good. I just love this update already, man. They are doing it so nice. And the other defense, we're gonna have spell towers, but we're gonna have 2 of them, and you can upgrade them to 3 levels. So level 1, level 2, and level 3. I'm gonna go through every single one of them, and also I will go through the monolithic on its own as well. I'm gonna show you the stats in between as well, so make sure to check them out. Pause the video if you need to. So going back to the defenses and the buildings that we're going to be getting, the first one is going to be monolithic, as I mentioned, and you can see already the stats on the screen. These are the stats for level 2. You know, obviously I'm going to put it out there for you so you can see the level 1 as well in the same picture. But guys, do not forget, this is about 300,000 dark elixir, man. You have to spend that. That is probably gonna be your first ever spend on the dark elixir on Town Hall 15. But don't worry, because I know there's a lot of upgrades and a lot of buildings. I'm gonna do an upgrade guide, guys, for this suit, because when it drops, I'm gonna max out in about half an hour to 1 hour. If you didn't see my other videos, I have the resources to do that, so I'm gonna do my best to bring the best content out for you as well. With these buildings, you obviously need new bases as well, do not forget, guys. But moving on, let's just see what monolithic does to your heroes or your troops, man. Look at this, it's just absolutely crazy. It's so much damage, and the more health your heroes or troops have, the more damage it does. So on RC, on Golem, on P.E.K.K.A., on enemy king, like, this is gonna be insane. This is gonna be such a crazy change to the defenses in Town Hall 15. Like, not everyone can just come in and triple your base and go out with like a normal, drag spam. And then we have the spell towers. Yes, we've wanted that probably for a long time now. And guys, we have it finally here. And as you probably have guessed, this drops spells for your own village. Yes sir, so you can defend stuff now. I'm gonna show you every single one, but let's start with the level 1, which is gonna be the Rage Spell Tower. You can also call it that, the Rage Tower, if you want. I'm comfortable with that also, so I'm like, that's a Rage Tower, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Rage Tower, guys, has 2 areas. One of them is white, which is for the obviously troops to walk in, and then the red one is the one that is gonna rage up. So every defense in that red area or pink or purple area you have, it's gonna get raged up, and you can see the stats on the screen. It's so much, man. It's 100%. So if the cannon, let's say, deals, I don't know, 250 damage, it's gonna be 400 or like about 500 damage, if I'm being honest, but it's gonna be twice the damage. And yes, it does work with your clan castle troops and with your heroes, guys. Yes, it's gonna be devastating to have, for example, let's say the queen and then a whole Tesla farm with skellies, and then there is a rage spell on the enemy queen, man, and it's just hitting you hard. Like, this is gonna be insane. And as I said, the defense is gonna change a lot. But moving on, we have the poison spell tower on the level 2, because guys, you have to upgrade to get the other towers. It also means you can choose between the towers when you upgrade them, to the certain level. So if you're a level 2 tower, you can choose between rage and poison, and then obviously back and forth. But moving on, the spell, man, this poison spell, it's crazy. I'm gonna give you exactly what you need to expect, because you can see these witches on the screen getting absolutely melted through this poison, and that's because, guys, there is different mechanics to it. So I'm gonna explain this really nicely for you, hopefully, and you understand, because it's a bit a bit difficult to understand sometimes on these new updates if the complete new mechanics come into the game. But the poison spell is basically, if you go into the range of the spell tower, basically it drops the poison on top of you. So the rage spell was kind of the opposite. It dropped the spell on top of itself when you go into the certain range. But the poison is not like that. But if you destroy the poison tower, then it drops the poison on top of itself. And do not forget, as you saw from the obviously stats, they have the cooler. So when they drop a spell, about 50 to 40 seconds, because some of them are 40. The invisibility spell I believe is 40, but we're gonna get to that, okay? But the poison spell is 50 seconds till it drop another spell. So you want to be fast with it. If you see you couldn't take out the major area, you have to go fast. You think fast and go, because the more you give it time, the more it's gonna have time to obviously like repair and drop another spell. So you don't really want to do that. Also, one thing I forget to mention about the rage spell was that 1.2 seconds, guys. Have that number in mind, because also the invisibility works like that. So in the range of the rage spell, if there's a troop for 1.2 seconds, that's when the spell is gonna activate. It's not with the poison spell. It could be a bit kind of similar with the poison spell, but because the poison spell drops the poison on your troops, not on the defensive troops, or on defensive defense, I would say, it drops the poison on you. That's exactly the moment you walk into the area. So it goes down and drop the poison. And guys, this also changes the mechanics with the blizzard. Yes, my favorite strategy by far, I would say. I use it a lot, man. I use it a lot. But the poison spell is gonna be devastating, because yeah, guys, as you guys can see, the blimp, when it goes, it's gonna land, and obviously the super wizards are gonna die inside the poison. But why? The super wizards are invisible. Why would it die? It's because, guys, the blimp is not invisible, or you cannot make the blimp invisible. So in that way, and in that scenario, the poison drops the poison on your blimp. So when the blimp lands, then the super wizards are unfortunately coming out onto that poison. And then, guys, we have the invisibility spell tower. Yes, sir. This tower is probably my favorite, and it's because it can change the whole attack. The other ones can also, but for example, the rage spell, it's not gonna change too much of an attack, you know what I'm saying? But the invisibility can make, for example, the town hall invisible on blizzard, on sneaky goblins, on sneaky goblin blimps, on dragons, on queen chargers. So many things can go wrong with the invisibility spell tower. But what does it do? It basically makes everything in the area of its own invisible. So if you activate it or destroy it, however, it will still make the buildings invisible. You might be wondering, how does it get activated? This is not the same as the other ones. When the person who is attacking you hit the building inside the range of the invisibility spell, that's when the invisibility spell will go off and make that building invisible, basically protect the building when it knows everything, like something damaged. For example, if your queen hit the town hall and the invisibility spell is behind the town hall, it's gonna drop and make the town hall invisible, as you guys can see on the screen with the examples. Hopefully I'm talking about, so you understand this better. I tried my best to bring the pictures and the examples, the coding and editing all together. And also, if you're thinking why would I bring the video a bit later, it's because, guys, I do not have access to the creator build basically, and the bases and everything early, so I cannot know, or I don't basically know and have access to it. So I don't know what really is going on until everything is dropped. I try my best to bring you guys as good quality content as possible, because once I see there is no like good quality one, I won't even bring it to you, because it's just not gonna be as good, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to put my best out here for you, and that's why I appreciate if you could give me a like and subscribe to the channel, but no peer pressure, okay? And guys, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something new about these defenses coming to the game, and trust me, I'm gonna do my also best to build maps, man. I'm gonna build bases. Hopefully they're gonna be nice, because this is gonna be the toughest town hall level in Clash of Clans, I would say. Doesn't matter if we were old town hall 10 when we didn't have the siege machines and stuff. This is gonna be next level. This is gonna change the game, guys. If you don't realize it, it is gonna change the whole game, like literally the attacks, the defenses. It's just insane, and I'm all about it. I just love this update already so much, but apparently we're gonna have more sneak peeks. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for those, man. All right, I hope I see you on the next one. So take care and peace.